All eyes on the housing market and the economy. What are interest rates going to do? Joining us now, the expert, Chris Markowski, who is a watchdog on Wall Street. Chris, thanks so much for doing this.
Pleasure, Mike. Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about the housing market. Now, we know about the crash that happened in '08. Is there any chance we're going to see something like that again? We have seen a slowing down, but are we going to see a crash?
I think there's a little bit of a difference between '08 to where we're at today. And that one difference is that even though prices are coming down, and there's a lot of inventory that's hitting the market, these houses are paid for. We've got private equity and a lot of private concerns in Wall Street that own a lot of America. I think BlackRock alone owns over 1 million American homes, and they're paid for. So it's not like in, like in 2008, 2009, where people had adjustable rate mortgages. They were getting reset. People got over their heads, and all of a sudden they were getting foreclosed upon. Completely different scenario. But without a doubt, I think that the levels I've gotten a bit much for everybody. You're talking $455,000 for a medium price home here in the United States. That's real tough on Americans.
How much is it connected to interest rates, though? You know, I have a rental property with a 3% mortgage, and the home I live in is over 6%. Are people not giving up those low mortgages still? Is that still part of the issue of people not wanting to give up the lower mortgages?
Oh, I think that's a part of it, but there's other aspects as well. I mean, most people, I guess we're dealing with it in certain parts of the country where you have, some of the baby boomers looking to maybe downsize, but they can't downsize and sell. And it has nothing to do with their mortgage because in many cases they have what's called golden handcuffs. The fact that if they move to another piece of property and they want to downsize, their property taxes are going to reset much, much higher. So they get into a bit of a quandary there, and that's an issue as well. Do I think that interest rates are holding some people back? Yes. But Mike, you're involved in real estate. You know this, that when interest rates come down, it's an inverse relationship to the price of real estate. That means people can charge more for that real estate because the cost of money has come down.
When you look at the privatization, possibly of Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, taxpayer guarantee still in it, what does this say to you when you see this government messing with these mortgages?
Man, one of the most, to me, in my opinion, one of the more dangerous things in the entire world is when the government starts messing around with the private sector. You know, when they have public-private partnerships, I hear that phrase, I want to run, because I know that there's going to be trouble ahead. One of the reasons why we've had inflated prices in homes is because the government does get involved. Anything that the government gets involved with subsidizes. I don't care if it's healthcare. You take a look at the price of health insurance and what's happened since the government gets involved. College education, through the roof. Government subsidizes that as well. And then also homes. You get the government involved, it misprices assets, and it's dangerous.
So the final question is about people that are looking either for the first home or the next home. Is this a time, is it a buyer's market? Should they be looking to buy right now, nationally, generally speaking, or locally here in the southwestern United States?
It's a great question. It all depends upon you. I don't tell people, like you talk about a great buy on Apple Computer or a stock. I don't look at homes, especially your primary residence, as an investment. Look at it as a bill. Can you afford it? One of the worst things in the world is you can be house poor. If the value of real estate drops by 20, 30%, and I just moved into my home down here where I live in Florida a year ago, am I going to care? No, I'm not going anywhere. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just going to wake up. The house size is not going to shrink by 30%. Obviously, you want the best value available. But more than that, you want something that you can afford that's not going to break you.
Chris, I appreciate the expertise and the time. People need this peace of mind, especially being the biggest investment most people make is their home. They want to make sure they're making a wise decision. So I appreciate the advice.
Pleasure. Thank you so much, Mike.
All right, we'll be right back.